day in the history of of our beloved country, Sierra Leone. Our Blessed Mother and Mary Elizabeth walked in these very premises. We are grateful, Lord, for a dynamic mother and foundress, and for giving us her daughter the inspiration to continue to walk in her footsteps. Pray that you bless this gathering, give us your strength, your support, and at the end of it, we give you the glory and praise. We thank you for our celebration, and we know that she's right here with us. Bless the patients, bless the nurses, bless the doctors, as they continue to administer your help, your healing touch of them. Give them your strength and their support. And we ask you to bless our gathering. We make our prayer through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
The Muslim prayer.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى ال محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى ال محمد وسلم. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا ونبينا مولانا محمد خلق الحمد لله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى ال إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى ال إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى ال إبراهيم على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى ال إبراهيم في العالمين مجيد. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Good morning, Honorable Minister of Health. Good morning, Honorable Deputy Minister of Health. Deputy Chief Medical Officer, Clinical, Director of Hospitals, senior colleagues of the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, and Sisters of St. Joseph. I welcome you all here this morning. I stand here with great pleasure to welcome you all at the Sierra Leone Teaching Hospital Complex, Connaught, and to thank you for your busy time out to be part of this historic occasion in the reopening of our newly renovated wards, the presentation of drinks, stands, and the opening of the hospital garden, and also the presentation of the CUG telephones of communication. Without much ado, at this junction, I would like to introduce to you a special individual, an academic icon, champion in the medical arena, known from many spheres and widely respected in the research field. Well trained locally and internationally, he got his education in the medical field from the Federation of Russian Republic, Czech Republic, India, Egypt, and Ghana. A seasoned administrator in management with management experience at Connaught Government Hospital, local government hospital, and Connaught Hospital itself now. He holds a specialist degree, championed by a master's degree in business administration. MBA from the University of Washington, various diplomas and certificate accolades. I introduce to you our chairman for this event, surgeon specialist, Dr. Ibrahim M. Kapua.
Thank you very much, my hospital secretary. Thank you so much for that introduction. I know we are working against time. The sisters have told us that they have another program at hand. So, the Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Demby, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Health 1, Professor Charles Hennessy, top leadership of the Ministry of Health, leadership of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Cluny, management and staff of the Connaught Hospital, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this monumental occasion, the mega commissioning event at Connaught Hospital. As the hospital care manager, it fills me with immense pride to stand before you today and share the remarkable strides we have made in elevating the standard of care at our esteemed institution. Today, we celebrate the commissioning of the newly renovated Ward 7, which is the cardio-renal unit, a testament to our unwavering commitment to providing top-notch healthcare facilities. Not only have we renovated Ward 7 solely under our management, but we have also collaborated with the Sisters of St. Joseph of Cluny to bring about the transformation of Ward 8, Male Medical. This partnership underscores our dedication to forging strong healthcare alliances, ensuring the best possible outcomes for our patients. Moreover, in our pursuit of excellence, we have recognized the indispensable role of seamless communication within the hospital. Hence, the procurement of intercom telephones for all wards and offices stands as a milestone achievement. These telephones not only facilitate efficient intra-hospital communication, but also contribute to enhanced coordination and swift response to patient needs. In the face of global supply chain disruptions and challenges in securing medical supplies, we have turned to local expertise. Teaming up with local engineers and technicians, we have successfully manufactured essential medical equipment such as drip stands and waist bins. This ingenuity exemplifies our resilience and determination to overcome obstacles, ensuring uninterrupted healthcare services to our community. Today's event is aptly coined a mega commission, as it encompasses a multitude of initiatives aimed at uplifting our facility. Alongside infrastructure enhancements, we remain steadfast in our commitment to improving service delivery. Through initiatives like the Take Am Day, that is, if you see someone dropping the dirt on the floor, you ask them to take Am Day. We are fostering a cleaner and more environmentally friendly hospital. Furthermore, our efforts to beautify our surroundings with gardens and flowers underscores our holistic approach to patient care, recognizing the therapeutic value of nature in the healing process. Additionally, we are embracing the digital age with open arms. We have trained staff and have gone live with the electronic medical records, with immense support from the Office of the Vice President, IRC, and the leadership of the Ministry of Health. Expanding our outreach through various social media platforms and launching our website for the first time. This enhanced engagement with the public not only fosters transparency, but also strengthens trust and confidence in our services. It is imperative to acknowledge that these remarkable achievements have been made possible primarily through the meager internally generated revenue. Imagine what can be done with more support. However, the unwavering dedication and commitment of our staff, and I will make a special mention to our maintenance team, who had spearheaded most of the renovations on ground that you will be seeing today. This also, coupled with overwhelming support from the Minister and his team, have propelled us forward. In conclusion, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to my management and staff, the leadership of the ministry, including the Minister, his deputies, the Permanent Secretary, the Chief Medical Officer and his deputies, especially Dr. Kaba, who has always been working with us and guiding us in achieving most of the achievement that we have here today. For their invaluable support and guidance. Together, we are paving the way for a brighter, healthier future for our beloved institution and the country as a whole. Grateful to you all for your support, and thank you very much for being here today. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, like I said, we are going to go straight into the program. So, at this point, I would want to invite an individual. We met here on the grounds of Connaught. This person has been very much involved with the development and activities of the Connaught Hospital. She's working with, she's a Catholic sister, she's working with the Caritas, has some connection with the Haiti Foundation. So whenever they come here to donate hospital supplies, we meet. And we have gone around doing some of the works. Some of the works were being done by our predecessors, the management before us. We did a very good job. So we just came in and we had no option. We had to continue. Sister Josephine came and we met. And I was trying to put to her that we need someone to adopt one of our works. And so she loved the idea, and we started communicating. And she told me, Doctor, we don't get money, so we go try. So because this kind of initiative is close to our heart. So a few months went by, and I wouldn't hear from her. So from time to time, I would just take my phone, and just call her, Sister, how they do? How do you? But she knew I was giving her a reminder. And then on a very sunny day, I got a call, Doctor, me and the leadership, we say we donate, we adopt the word. Because we found us, we began at this hospital 200 years ago, 1824, where the Blessed Amari Javwe, so I also went onto the internet, Google, I read about this woman, and 200 years ago, she was at this hospital, Connaught Hospital. By then they call her the Colonial Hospital. So she was here and she was mending mattresses for patients. Today again we have them here helping us renovate one of our wards to stand up. So, without much ado, I would kindly want to invite Sister Josephine to give a short talk. Round of applause, please.
Thank you, Doctor. I think you have done part of my work. So we want to say, indeed, this is the day that the Lord has made. The Sisters of St. Joseph of Cluny, we're going to not only make beds, but we're going to ensure that quality health care in this hospital, the Connaught Teaching Hospital, will be brought to standard. When 2 years back we had our meeting and we agreed that we adopt a ward in Connaught Hospital, just like Doctor has said, we are looking at different wards. First, the children ward came to our mind, but it was impossible because they are going to move it to another location. So the medical ward was the next, and it's just fitting because there you have different medical conditions. And apart from that, it's over 18 years that hospital, it wasn't really good. So we brought everybody on board. First, the team that was there, the in charge, then the matron for the medical unit in Connaught Hospital, we brought them. Then we made some few things. We said this ward, just as the dream of our mother founders, we want it to be an example of the Connaught Hospital. So, Honorable Minister, as today we, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Cluny, we're going to partner with the hospital management team in ensuring that quality health care is brought to Connaught Hospital because that was the dream of our Mother General. We work with the team there and ensure that the highest quality health care is being maintained. So on that note, we want to say thanks to the management team for giving us that opportunity to be part of the healthcare team. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sister. And thank you. So we are supposed to have a talk from ministry leadership, but we want to hear from the sisters. So we'll just get done with them and then we come to the Ministry of Health. So for that, I would want to invite Sister Angela. Who would in turn invite the Mother Superior.
Honorable Minister of Health, Deputy Minister of Health, our Superior General, Sister Claire Stanley, Hospital Administration and Management, ladies and gentlemen, and my beloved Cluny sisters. I feel very honored, and this is history making. It's really wonderful to be here today in this very place that our mother foundress stepped foot and walked. We, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Cluny, are happy and honored to renovate this male Ward 8 as we celebrate these 200 years of Anne-Marie Jaboué's arrival in Sierra Leone. Many people know the Sisters of St. Joseph of Cluny in education, but the health aspect is not known. But Anne-Marie Jagwe showed another part of Cluny because she came and not only mended mattresses, but she also worked in improving the health care of the patients that were here at the time. We are especially proud that she served in this very hospital 200 years ago. This renovated ward named in her honor is a testament of her enduring legacy of service to the people of Sierra Leone. As we commission this ward today, I don't think I will do justice if I don't recognize all those who have worked behind the scene in making this day a memorable one. Our team of Cluny sisters, Sister Josephine and then Sister Elizabeth, when the procurement officer goes there to the office, she meticulously goes through list by list of the things that we need to buy. So thank you very much, sisters, and all of you who have worked tirelessly in making this event a memorable one. And also the team of the bicentenary, I think we have done extremely well. Today was supposed to be a time of rest, but we are here again, full of zeal for Anne-Marie Jagwe, to make her known and to make her, to immortalize her. Because what we are doing now is making her live forever. And of course, she's living 200 years. She lives still in her daughters, the sisters of St. Joseph of Cluny. So an appeal as we renovate this ward today, already we've heard Sister Josephine talk about the maintenance of the ward, that we keep it clean and hygienic. And we pledge our support and commitment to ensuring that the ward is maintained. If it is named after our mother foundress, then it has to be something that we are all proud of. So thank you very much, all of you, for giving us this opportunity to make our mother foundress remembered here. So I will now invite Sister Claire, who is our Superior General, who steps in the shoes of Anne-Marie Jagwe, to come and give a statement. Thank you very much.
Honorable Minister, Honorable Deputy Minister, officials of the hospital and the staff, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and my dear sisters. I won't repeat what has been said already, but I just want to add a little bit about Anne-Marie Jagwe. When she came here in 1823, she came at the request of the governor, the then governor, McCarthy. He was very impressed by the work he saw our sisters doing in Senegal, where they had arrived in 1819. Anne-Marie herself arrived there in 1822, and she stayed there for 2 years. So we are not the first on the West African coast, and we are happy to have Sister Otons here with us today, the Provincial Superior of Francophone West Africa. Sir Otons, soyez la bienvenue. So Governor McCarthy saw the work that was being done. I don't know how many people know that. He had a strong, I think one of his parents was French, so he spoke French, so that he aided in the link. So at his invitation, she came here, and the intention was to see to the needs of the hospital and then later to send sisters. But she was so taken by what she saw, she stayed for longer than she had intended. And in that short time, she stayed 4 months, and she showed nothing but love, her love for humanity, dedication, devotion to duty, and she was an all-rounder. Unfortunately, she got yellow fever and she had to stop and then finally returned to Senegal and then to France. We are lucky that she did not die here. Thanks to a little girl she brought with her, a Fulaga, Florence, who had been rescued from a slave ship in Senegal. She came here along with Florence, and Florence, using her knowledge of local herbs, was able to treat her, and she recovered from yellow fever. Now, Anne-Marie was a prolific writer. We have today 4 volumes of letters that she wrote, big volumes, and Sierra Leone features in the first volume of her letters because the congregation was only 70 years old when she came here. Today the congregation is 217 years old with almost 2,500 sisters in 56 countries. And we are very proud of the place Sierra Leone holds in the congregation. Almost everybody knows the name of the Connaught Hospital because it features in her letters. She wrote letters from here. And I have to say that collaboration with government officials was one of her strong points. So I'm not surprised that this collaboration is taking place. Because wherever she went, whether it was to Senegal, the Gambia, Sierra Leone, Guyana, in South America, it was always at the request of government officials. And her work was closely linked with people who had been enslaved, preparing them for freedom and helping them to recover their dignity. That's why she came here. That's why the word liberation holds a lot of meaning for us. Somebody once said, when asked, how do you change the world? He said there are 3 ways to change the world. The first one, be kind. The second one, be kind. And the third one, be kind. I think that sums up her life. And my prayer today for this hospital is that this spirit of Anne-Marie will prevail, and that her spirit and her intercession will help us to live the values and the spirit that brought her here. And may God help you all in your work as you improve the facilities for the people you serve. And indeed, may God bless the work of your hands. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sister Claire, Mother Superior of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Cluny. Thank you for the wonderful things that you have been doing. And now that we've had this word, we're pretty sure that a partnership, a collaboration, a relationship is going to continue. So thank you for that. I would now want to call on the boss of all the doctors in the country, represented here by his deputy. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly join me to invite the Deputy Chief Medical Officer for Clinical Services, Dr. Mustafa Kaba.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister, Deputy Minister, Superior General, colleagues, members of the St. Joseph's Sisters, directors of the Ministry of Health, consultants, Connaught Hospital, matrons, nurses, administrators, doctors, colleagues, students, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted, elated to be here to give a statement on behalf of the leadership, the technical leadership of the Ministry of Health. Myself being part of this entire process, I really value it and I know what it means. And what needs to be done to get to where we are today. Dr. Kapua and his team, I must extend thanks to you for the great work you continue to do and the leadership you're showing in ensuring that these hospital standards are maintained at the highest level it deserves. And I must also use the opportunity to thank our partners who have been very supportive in ensuring that the hospital standards grow and the collaboration is maintained to enhance services. We are happy that we have now the Sisters of St. Joseph joining us to enhance services in this hospital by renovating one of our wards, which is very critical for admitting patients, especially patients who have medical conditions. This is what we have been preaching, what we have been looking for as a country, and what led to the transformation we are seeing in this hospital. When I was privileged to be hospital care manager almost 2 years ago of this hospital, we, through the support of the minister and Dr. Austin Demby's leadership, we identified that there is no way we can do this alone without bringing on board the community, key stakeholders, business people, and entities that are in the health sector to help improve what we need to do for our own Connaught Hospital. Why I say our own Connaught Hospital is because this hospital belongs to the people of this country. It's one of the hospitals where there is a very strong link with the community, and there is a love and hate relationship with this hospital. There are sometimes the hospital is really criticized in a lot of ways because people really want to step up and provide the services for which they think it should provide. So this is where the animosity usually comes from. But then when it's doing well, you see the people galvanizing around it and giving their support to ensure that it does more. So the engagement, the collaborations we're having with partners and groups that are interested in ensuring that Connaught Hospital grow is really marvelous, and is a testament of the fact that we as Sierra Leoneans can come together and support a national effort. So the hospital development is not happening by chance. It is happening because of the deliberate effort and a strategic way of doing things to ensure that the hospital is lifted to a state where it deserves. So there was a strategic plan developed with the management, Mr. Fure Musa, Dr. Dean, and the rest of the team who were here, Matron Dean, Matron Kanja Jalo, and colleagues, members of the Connaught Hospital, that really looks at what do you need to do now, what do you need to do midterm, what do you need to do in the future. So it was divided in 3 phases. So we were able to complete phase 1, we started phase 2, then we handed over to Dr. Kapua and his team. Phase 1 was to just ensure that you have basic services ensured, you have water supply, you have things people need to run the hospital. And then phase 2 is to move into specialized care, enhance that care at the level of subspecialties. So now we are moving. We've done our bit. Dr. Kapua is also moving. I really like his zest, I like the energy, and we admire his leadership and his team that is working with, and the support from the staff is getting there. So we really applaud the team at Connaught Hospital, and we wish you well. We're looking for more. We'll be continuing to pile the pressure on you. Don't think the work is done. I remember when we used to come here, the minister has been here, I don't know how many times now, seated in that same point, right? He's always happy to come to Connaught. When you tell him I have an event at Connaught, I think it's really exciting because he knows he's seen this development from how it started to where we are today. And he's looking forward and giving us the leadership to move on to higher heights. He will always tell me, Dr. Kapua, look at those windows, look, they are broken. Why don't you give this building a lick of paint? Why don't you get people to paint? Why don't... So we are working on it, so it's work in progress. And I'm sure he's delighted, and we are also happy that we are fulfilling on our commitment to ensure that Connaught Hospital is lifted to the level where it deserves. I have a colleague here from Liberia, Dr. Yes, he's a radiologist. I just like to recognize him. I singled out this colleague because of the fact that if we had not have a specialized unit in this hospital, this colleague would not be here today. His mom is ill. She has an illness that requires specialized care. But due to the fact that we now have this specialized care being provided in Connaught Hospital, his mom is here in one of the units that we've established, receiving top-notch care. So we are really happy, and the hospital is going to grow on this. Dr. Kapua and his team are working on it. We are also giving him the necessary support as a ministry, but most importantly, we need this kind of encouragement, we need this kind of support from the community. We need the Sierra Leoneans to come on board and support the hospital to ensure that this hospital reaches the standard it used to be known for in the sub-region as one of the best hospitals providing medical care. I thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing the work when it is commissioned. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you for your words of courage and also call to action. I am sure I have a very strong and effective management team, and I'll always bank on them, and we are going to work together to make sure that we achieve more. So at this point, we are going to have a keynote address by no less a person than the Honorable Minister himself. This is a minister, the individual who inspires us to do more. And so we want to say we are very much pleased for his support. He's always there to support us, but he's always there to also scold us if and when necessary. And so he pushes us always to do more. So I think it's because of his leadership that all of us are gathered here today. Because if there was no one at the top leadership to give the motivation, then all of us would just be sitting in our little corners and doing our usual routine. But under the leadership of Dr. Austin Denby, he has pushed us to go overboard. And the team at Connaught also wants to say we are ready to take that move because we want to do more for our people. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly join me to welcome the Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Denby.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm just so pleased to be here today. I would particularly like to mention something that Dr. Kapua talked about a little bit. What's it called? Take Calm Day. Yeah? Take Calm Day. So maybe before I start my remarks, I will actually ask myself to take Calm Day. So this is what I'm going to do. Something that's been laying here for the past 45 minutes. We're all walking past it. The principle of take and day means that if you see dirt, you see something that is trash, something that's not supposed to be where it's supposed to be, you pick it up. Yeah? So let's pick up the trash. Thank you very much. So, Deputy Minister of Health, Professor Senesi, the Mother Superior General, Sister Stanley. I really don't want to go through all of Connaught because she went to St. Joseph's Convent down the road. So I think I have one brownie point, and I'm going to be so proud of this girl. Today is the last day of the week for commemorating health workers. The whole world has decided that this week is the Health Workers Week. So, on behalf of the President, His Excellency, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Malabio, on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone, every one of us, we want to say thank you. Thank you very much to all of the healthcare workers for what you do every day. I want to make that for myself. This is remarkable because I was explaining to people, nobody comes to the hospital to just come and joke and play and laugh. They come to the hospital because they have a problem, or their relative, or their friend, or their colleague has a problem. And you come to the hospital to seek help, to seek care, to seek loving attention, to get medical resolution of your problems. But there are lots and lots of factors that makes this a very good experience. The medicine, the environment, the safety, the drugs, the radiology. But most important, most vital of all of that is the people who work in the hospital, the healthcare workers. So again, want to say thank you very much for what you do every day. You're in the front lines of care. If you do your work well, this person who comes in crying, this person who comes in concerned, this person who comes in uncertain, will leave this premise a much happier person, a much more confident person, someone that is filled with pride to say that I got there and I got the care that I want. No amount of money is equal to that feeling that you did somebody for somebody, you did something for somebody who needed that help at that time. So again, it's just a special moment to say thank you to you all. But coming to Connaught, as we're hearing, this facility has over 200-year history of excellence. 200-year history of providing care and support to people. And hearing from what Sister Mary did here for just a few months, it tells you it's not the number of years that you work, but it's the quality of service that you deliver, the love and care. Here she came and worked for 6 months. 200 years later, we still remember her and her work. So again, to Sister Mary, we say thank you very, very much for what you did for Sierra Leone and what the founders did, and for all the sisters of the St. Joseph of Plenty, we want to say thank you for what you do. So this is the premier hospital in the country, the apex of healthcare delivery. If we don't get it right here, it's going to be very difficult to get it right anywhere else. This is where the specialists are. This is where the doctors are. This is where the top nurses are. This is where all of what you require in top-notch healthcare delivery should be here. And so, 3-4 years ago, we were very perturbed to see that this institution has really gone down the drain considerably. But you don't give up. It's like a sick person comes in there, very, very sick. What do? You don't give up on them. You're committed to turn the life around. And as a government, as a people, we're committed to turn our hospital around. This commitment comes from the government. The government is making a real commitment to ensure we turn this facility around. But it's not only here. Turn healthcare delivery throughout the country to turn it around. But as I said, this is the apex of that effort. But you realize fairly quickly that the government cannot do everything. Even if the government were to provide all of the doctors, all of the nurses, all of the drugs, everything in here, if we don't have a proper governance structure, a proper system out here, it's going to be difficult. Some of those systems take a long time to institute, but when you institute them, you begin to see the dividends, you begin to see the delta associated with it. And as the government is doing their part, private sector, others, faith-based institutions are so vital to complement government's effort. So that is why, again, I was just so touched to sit here because the Sisters of Pune are here. They've done something really good. It's a Catholic institution. But to just show how religiously tolerant we are, we said the Catholic prayer, and we had the Muslim prayer as well, to just show that we are one as a people. And we are the most religiously tolerant organization. And so getting help from the Sisters of Pune is so vital to us. And we encourage everybody else, every other faith, to come out and give their best to this hospital and to other hospitals. Where do we go from here? One of the important things that one has to be careful with is to name an institution after a very, very important person. And so Sister Mary is so dear to your hearts and to our hearts now. And we owe a responsibility to maintain that name, to maintain that institution, to maintain the quality of service that's associated with that name. It's a brand. It's like a brand. We cannot allow that brand to be tarnished. And so you have a partnership. You have a strong partnership with the hospital. You have a strong partnership with the community. And together, we're going to work hard to ensure that that name doesn't only stand out, but that name be standing out in the name of empathy, in the name of care, in the name of loving, in the name of compassion, in the name of people going in there not worried, knowing that they will get the best care that they could possibly get. And they leave there with the impression that I was there at the Sister Pluny's facility at the Connaught Hospital. And I'm assured, my family is assured that we got the best care possible. At times, all of the care doesn't work out. At times we lose patients. If we lose patients, let it be not because we didn't do what we had to do, that we did our very, very best. And if we lose a patient, I think people will walk away and say, then try their very best. And I think what we want here is to have an institution where you have zero preventable deaths. Zero preventable deaths. And I have every confidence that with the Sisters of St. Joseph Cluny, joining hands with Dr. Kapua and the team, getting the kind of support that they need, getting all the private sector to come in, getting the community to co-own this institution, we can be assured that everybody who comes here is the best care that we can provide, and be sure that we can assure them that there is zero preventable deaths in this facility. On that note, I just want to say thank you to Sister Stanley. I want to say thank you to the rest of the community, all the Sisters of St. Joseph of Cluny. Unfortunately, I didn't make my donation the other day, but I'm going to make it now. But again, we know it's a worthy cause. And I think we should continue to follow that up and ensure that this Connaught is a place where we can show pride and dignity. It's a Connaught that's not only good for us here in Sierra Leone, but something that's good for our region. And for our colleagues and sisters and brothers in Liberia to count on us, and in Guinea to count on us, Cote d'Ivoire to count on us, but also we could count on them as well. Again, when we had the fire disaster here, we were so pleased that our colleagues in Liberia, without anybody asking them, they loaded their trucks with supplies. They had like 10 medical staff, had a road trip to come out here. They arrived, we weren't even expecting them, but they showed up. We don't care, we're here to help. That is brotherhood, that is sisterhood. That's the community that we've been trying to build in the region. And Connaught is the nexus of that, because when something happened in Liberia, we didn't wait, we didn't ask. We just took our staff and drove all the way to Liberia and did the same thing for Guinea as well. So we're building something here around Connaught. Let us support Connaught. Let us do everything we can for this institution to not be what it used to be 200 years ago, but to be something we can be proud of, that will be here for the next 100 years, that will all say, we helped to build this institution that is 200 years from now. Again, thank you very much to all the staff. Thank you for everybody. We look forward to opening these new wards and these new facilities. Thank you.
Big round of applause.
Thank you very much, Mr. Honorable Minister, for a wonderful speech. So I'll just hope, like with your permission, I'd just like to announce some ground rules. So we'll be moving from here, starting from the high table to the wards. The wards are at the back of you, excuse me. And then the Honorable Minister is Deputy and the Mother Superior General and the team will cut the ribbon. We'll start from Ward 8. We'll cut the ribbon, we'll do some inspection tour, and then we come downstairs and do the same thing. The Honorable Minister and the Connaught Management will do the ribbon for Ward 7, and we'll go to the garden where we'll also cut the ribbon and then have a group photo. So the sisters have organized some little refreshments that are here, but they are suggesting that after we're done with the cutting of the ribbons, because they also have some other programs to catch up with. So that's what we're going to do. But now, I announced, we all know the importance of intra-hospital communication. So many times, especially at night hours, when most of the senior doctors and nurses are not around, I will have our junior doctors with the SIM cards with an opportunity to get more. And they give them to us at the lowest rate. So this is what we do. We meet companies, organizations to come in. So for the senior doctors, senior nurses, and other cadres, we are going to give them the SIM cards. So you put it in your phone or any other phone. So you always call me or any other member of the hospital, discuss hospital staff for free. It is with no limit. Then on the wards is where we'll have the phones. So because of time, symbolically, we are going to have the minister hand over a few of the phones. We just took 5 to some of the wards, and then the remaining 80. So in their boxes, but this is the social media page. It's an empty cartoon. Yes. Want to call on the in charge for Ward 1, Sharon. Ward 1 in charge.